Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today we are playing a deck called Countdown to Victory. This is a Lissandra Braum deck actually. We're running Braum in this particular deck and we'll get into that later, but this is a countdown deck with Frozen Thralls, kind of the best synergy deck that we have at the moment with kind of the countdown archetype with things like the Clockwork Curator and Time in a Bottle. Now, I mean, I'm not going to say that this is the most efficient deck. This is a deck that I created to work a little bit better against Azir Irelia because that deck is just so oppressive. So I expect probably in a week's time for this deck to be obsolete and to definitely like the other iterations and workarounds with this kind of archetype are probably going to be better. But at the moment, we're running Braum in it. Braum is a challenger. He has regeneration and he's able to block pretty well into blades and things like that and not take a ton of damage. And the reason why we're running Braum as well over something like Trundle in this version of the deck is because we are going kind of full in on the thrall, the frozen thrall aspect, and so I'm putting in Draklorn Inquisitor as my 5-drop over Trundle. I don't really like to have 6 5-drops in my deck. Just seems really like not. I just don't want to oversaturate my deck with 5-cost cards, and Draklorn Inquisitor and the Frozen Thrall kind of lineup are the ones that are being showcased in today's deck. So that's why we're running Braum in a nutshell. All right. Yeah, and as well, we're running the Clock Hand. I kind of wanted to try this card out, see how good it was. I don't think I really got a whole bunch of good gameplay with the Clock Hand today, but I definitely saw we saw one where the potential of the Clock Hand would have won us the game. And you'll see what I mean by that later today in the video. So, I mean, is the Clock Hand the best 8-drop card? Probably not. It's okay, I would say, in this sort of archetype. I definitely think that there are better cards, and maybe there will also be in the future cards released with more countdown mechanics that have a greater impact than the Clock Hand. All right, so as a lineup here, we've got a full set of Frozen Thrall. We have 2 imagined possibilities. We kind of want to get a whole bunch of landmarks onto the field to get good use out of this. I don't want to put 3 of these in the deck. We're just running 2. We don't want to ever really draw more than 1 of these at a time, and so having 3 is just awful. You don't want 3 in your hand ever, so why include 3 in your deck? And we've got other countdown options that work a little bit better than this. 3 Sisters is just there to help us keep our units alive. We got 2 Ancient Hourglasses, which has a pretty cool interaction with the Clock Hand. This is a summon effect, and so we can use Ancient Preparations to synergize with the Clock Hand, and we're going to also use it to protect our units, mainly our champions. Especially Lissandra early on. She's kind of a win condition, so if we can keep her alive, we get the secondary win condition of the Watcher along with the Frozen Thralls, and that's great. If we can add more win conditions in the deck becomes a lot more viable. We've got a full set of Clockwork Curator, Preservarium for card draw. I'm only including 1 Soothsayer. I'm sure that you could drop some other cards in the deck, like possibly some of the Imagined Possibilities to include more Soothsayers if you feel the need. We do have a lot of the Frozen Thralls and landmarks in general, so maybe it is good to have more spell shield for our landmarks and win conditions, so consider that. Time in a Bottle for countdown. Ice Shard and Blighted Ravine are both there to kind of be able to control our opponents. We're running 2 Promising Future, which is a really cool card for the Frozen Thralls. We can get not burst speed, but we can get focus speed with the where'd it go? Time in a Bottle. You can use Promising Future, double the countdown effects on the Frozen Thralls, and then get focus speed, 2 focus speed Frostguard Thralls out. They're Frostguard, right? Yeah, Frostguard Thralls out with Promising Future. That's pretty cool. And then we're running Spirit Fire again as kind of a tech card, which will probably be taken out once Azir and Irelia become obsolete, and hopefully they will become obsolete. So anyway, I had some pretty good success with this deck today. Had a fun time playing it. Like I said, probably not the most optimal deck in this archetype, but it definitely served its purposes. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Alright, we're going against the Slay deck, a Nasus Resh deck. Alright, I think... let's get rid of everything. I want to find some like frozen thralls and stuff. Let's see if we can get it. Alright, so we get the Draklorn Inquisitor for turn 5 if we can make it there. And there's Lissandra, so that's pretty good. Okay. Nothing we can do about this, so he gets 4 damage in. And yeah, just gotta let it go. Alright, so we can pass here. We kind of want him to play something like a faded icon there. He doesn't. Doesn't have a fading icon. Lissandra's coming out. There it is. Yeah, we're gonna play Lissandra here. We wanted to play something else before we play Ice Shard. Something that costs mana, not something like a Ravenous Butcher.
Always forward.
Okay.
Foolish child.
Alright, that's fine. I'm just gonna pass here. I'm gonna keep my mana. And we're gonna go Ice Shard. I want to prevent him from using Rite of Calling here. He can use Glimpse Beyond if he wants, that's fine. But I don't want him to be able to draw his champion. And maybe he draws one here anyway, I don't know. Kind of figures that he ends up having that card anyway, in a way. And we'll probably just take an open attack on this round. Oh, he ended up pulling something. So, cool. We're still going to take an open attack, though. While he can't block very good.
We love it when they run.
Yeah. We may have to go Spirit Fire this round. Let's see how many units he puts out. He might just try to kill this Lissandra straight off, and I think I'm okay with that. I'd rather him develop, though.
There's nowhere to hide.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
They will beg for death. Yes, you.
We'll get our licks in.
Okay. Can't kill the Hunter here, but we get to kill the Bakai Reaper. We can put out Blighted Ravine too if we want. Let's start with the Clockwork Curator, I think. Because I want to be able to play Blighted Ravine here.
Forgetting is death to an immortal.
I think we just attack, don't we? Can you just attack with this guy? Doesn't have a very good block here. Yeah. I like passing over the initiative to him.
The waters give you life, child.
He's down to 3, so I'm just going to put this out. If he's got something to stop this, he's got something to stop it. Perfect. Alright, 4 cards. We've got a focused speed spell with time in a bottle here. That's cool. Oh my goodness, he's only got 1 Slay proc? I didn't realize. Should we go the clock hand here? Let's go. And we could play down the Draklorn Inquisitor. And then play the, that's fine. I'm okay. Actually, do I want... Nah, you know what? Nah. No, we're not gonna do this. She's gonna live. Well, at least we're gonna do our best to keep her alive. Yep. Perfect. We don't quite have a win here. We're close, though. Man. Yeah, we're good. We need to keep her alive. We have the win as soon as we level her up.
We enter an age of men and gods.
So let's go ahead and play Clockwork Hand here. He doesn't have any healing, right? Or I guess he potentially has a Vile Feast, but for the most part he doesn't have healing.
Embrace the pain.
And our opponent surrenders. So there we go. I'm actually surprised how well we did there. All things considered, I didn't really expect to do that well against that deck. Yeah. Funny. Alright, we're going against Lucy Liu, Lissandra, and Talia. Very similar deck to our own, it looks like. We're getting rid of everything here. We want to find Frozen Thralls, and we do. Into Clockwork Curator, into Lissandra, so we have a really decent curve here. See if they have a Frozen Thrall, and they do. Why is everyone playing Frozen Thralls all of a sudden? So we're going to play Clockwork Curator this round, more than likely. See if he's got to play. He does. Guess we trade this, right? It's funny that he has basically the same curve that we do. Okay. Imagined possibilities. So he's got Ancient Preparations. We're going to play Lissandra. And we can play Imagined Possibilities. If we can get to turn 8 with this, the clock hand, we may be in a pretty good spot here. If we pull Draklorn Inquisitor as well, we're in a pretty good spot. So I'm going to wait to play Imagined Possibilities until I get the Draklorn Inquisitor out. Which is fine. I think we pass here. This isn't very mana efficient, but I think it's better to use this when I get this Draklorn Inquisitor out. And we'll have the attack phase, attack token as well, which is good.
It is time for you to prove yourself, my warrior.
And we're really similar here.
I dare not serve any other, my lady.
We may use time in a bottle right here. Let's see what he does. He has the attack token, unfortunately, and these are focus spells. Yeah, so he decides to actually use it on that. That's interesting. Wow, we're like almost the same here. That's really strange. What happened? Alright, so this is if it's round in at the countdown. So this needs to be here. Right? So we don't want to play... Let's pick up, I think we pick up Promising Future. And we're not going to play Imagine Possibilities quite yet. There's our level up. We have 3 sisters in hand. This is like weird how similarly we drew.
Ages pass, but I am eternal.
Does it just come down to who gets the Watcher out first?
Succumb.
I don't really know.
Embrace the cold.
I mean, I can't really sneak the clock hand out any faster than he can.
Kill. Fight.
We do have more cards than he does. That's about it. I think we're gonna go like this. Promising future. This makes this a lot more mana efficient than him.
This'll take the chill off.
Succumb.
Okay. Yeah, we need to be able to play Clock Hand before he can get his Frozen Thrall out. Alright, so he surrendered. I'm actually... I guess he was just trying to find, like, the fastest units that he could. I don't even think he knew that I had the Clock Hand in my hand, but as soon as I played that this next round, then I probably would have won. I would have been able to do the Clock Hand into his, you know, reduce the countdowns. I would have got the 2 thralls out from that Frozen Thrall, and then have been able to play the Watcher for 0 mana. So all I needed to do was wait till that next round. I wish that we could have, you know, got there without him surrendering, but what can you do? Interesting. A Zoe and Ashe deck. Freljord Targon. Let's look for Ice Shard. Don't we want to look for Ice Shard? You know what? The opening hand is actually okay. Let's keep Blighted Ravine. This may be... Alright. Like, this may be a bit of a problem, especially if he's got Zoe round 1. Is he going to be able to beat me by turn 4? Probably not, but they've got plenty of buffs in the deck to protect their units, so we'll see what happens. Open attack. Darn. I was hoping. So we get our Clockwork Curator out. He has another Omen Hawk, so whatever. Surprised he didn't attack there. Let's go Lissandra, I guess, and hope he doesn't have a huge unit like big Zoe.
Gotcha.
Okay. So that was in his hand. That's fine. I want a Draklorn Inquisitor. Ooh, that's nice. That's a turn. This is a turn 4 Frozen Thrall if I want. What do we want? I think we go for it. Too bad. We go for it. It's just too good. I got way too many blockers for him to deal with now. Perfect, and we're just going to attack here with our Frostguard Thrall. I doubt he's got any hard removal outside of, like, Obliterates from...
Stop this foolery.
What's he got? Okay. That doesn't kill my unit, though. I mean, sure it buffs him, but he doesn't have Overwhelm. Isn't the play just... Do we get any value from putting... I think it's just Blighted Ravine. I kill off my units, but, like, I kill off all of his, too. I just think it's too good. I don't mind clearing up some space, too. I'm gonna put Braum out. He's probably got the Enraged Yeti.
Can be. Braum is on the job.
That's annoying. He was waiting this whole time with that one.
I'm through waiting.
That's annoying. Okay. We will pass. And we're going with the Draklorn Inquisitor now.
Time for you to prove yourself, my warrior.
I dare not serve any other, my lady.
We want to get this guy out and get the Watcher in hand.
Bring me the calm of an
What is
ice-shrouded
this?
world.
What is this? This is the strongest enemy? That's annoying. Alright. I mean, we don't really have anything we can do here. We get the level up. I wish that we could have leveled her up, I guess, before, so that we could get double ice shard, but
Do as I command. Ages pass, but I am eternal. You will do as I command.
alright.
Ice
We should
runs
get it,
in my
right?
veins.
Yeah, we get the double ice shard, so we can actually stop this wolf here, this Rhymefang wolf, from killing our Frostguard Thrall.
On the trail.
All I wanted was really to get this
Shatter.
we gotta block like this. It's just enough to kill all of his units. See if he's got anything crazy here. Okay, that's fine. That is fine.
Feel the power of true ice. The Watchers.
We need to wait to play that. So let's go. Let's go time in a bottle first. Promising Future is amazing. Come on, put out another one.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Yeah, we're not going anything here.
The frost reveals all.
That's fine. He's got one card left.
I bear a message from. Oh, hey, what's that?
What's he got? What's his last card? Okay. Zero cost Watcher.
Sends chills up my spine.
Both Frozen Thrall. Can't attack very good here. There we go. We got it. We got it. Just barely, though. Like, just barely. He had some pretty nice buffs at the right time. I think he was waiting to play his Rhymefang Wolf as soon as I played my Braum. That was kind of annoying. He seemed to have a lot of cards that countered mine, like at really opportune moments for himself. But yeah, got the win, got controlled him all the way to the end there, got the discount on the Watcher, so we would have won pretty soon after that.